Hi guys. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I hope you're ready. Or is going super just making sure my mic is on. I have a new mic, so it's always nerve-wracking filming with a new mic because you just never know. Anywho, you are in my dungeon and we are going to be filling some decants. I have a package that I am preparing for the lovely Auntie Angel. Angel on my shoulder. This is a long-awaited package. I should have already sent it out, but it's been a crazy year, but it's been a crazy month in general, and August has just began. But you see my samples. I have so many perfume samples, and a lot of them got drenched, not ruined, but drenched, because my ceiling, which you're not going to be able to see, started leaking. We had a leak from our tub, and it slowly started dripping down into our bedroom. So that's fun. So that's something that we have to fix. But that's nor here nor there. But this is where I store most of my perfumes and my perfume samples, and you guys know that this is a very beloved hobby of mine, and this hobby is not going anywhere. I like to joke that I have many hyperfixations, but I don't really consider this one a hyperfixation because this is something that I've loved forever. So I wanted to send over some samples of some perfumes from my personal collection to the lovely Auntie Angel, Kimmy, as I like to call her. She's just a fabulous woman. She has a heart of gold, and I treasure her dearly. She has a world of wisdom, and she's filled with warmth, and watching her channel and just watching her growth as a human being and her love for what she does is just, it's so compelling, it's so inspiring, and also like invigorating as a fellow creator. And I love everything about her. I can sing her graces until the end of time, truly. She's one of my favorite people to watch, and just favorite people in general, and you just know she is the real deal. She is the real deal. So I was thinking I would decant 10 fragrances. Maybe I'll do a couple more, but I think for this video we're just gonna do 10. And I really wanted to showcase like myself in these perfumes, and also kind of like challenge her with some perfumes that I have in my collection. I am a floral girly, and I don't know if she's like really into florals. I love a good vintage perfume or modern vintage perfume. I love powdery perfumes, and I don't mind smelling like a granny, I guess, as the young people would say. But I just find fragrances like that very nostalgic to me, and anything that smells like my mother, my grandmother, just instantly makes me happy. It brings a smile to my face. I know it's not for everyone, and not to say that my entire collection is like that, but when a perfume can evoke those emotions, they really grasp at my heart. But yeah, there's certain perfume houses that I really cherish, so we'll talk about those as well. And I have some interesting gourmands. As someone who, I mean, I used to call myself a gourmand hater, but it's about finding the perfect gourmand. So I'm not a gourmand hater, it's just about finding the ones that really captivate me and the ones that really feel most like me. I don't like anything sickly sweet. But anyhow, this is gonna be a chatty video, chatty. I'm going to take the camera down a little bit, okay? So you're not really gonna see me much, but let's see. You see some of my selections here. Let me go ahead and show you the things that we will be needing today, or the things that I typically use when I am decanting my perfumes. And Neptune is eating. This is his room, his space, so he's eating his food. I hope you don't mind the little crunch sounds. So I typically go for decants like this. You can find them on Amazon, and they are relatively inexpensive. However, they're not my favorite, so we will not be using these, but they are plastic. What I do like about these though is that they do not smell, because I have found that some decants have a fishy scent. And if you have decanted perfumes before, you probably, or if you have purchased decants, you have probably come across a fishy decant, which is the bane of my existence, but it happens. It happens. Now, with these, I do not like that this can happen. I love that I was able to show you the example. Now, you kind of have to finagle the top here, and even then I didn't do it well, but you have 3 parts here, as you can see, and you never want to essentially go to try on your perfume and the whole thing just pops off and you lose most of your juice. That's never good. So that's the problem with these particular decants. Love that they don't smell like anything. That's perfect, especially when you are putting a scented juice inside. But they're not foolproof for that reason. That's a 3 milliliter. I usually go for 2 milliliters. Usually I decant them into these little bottles, and this is for my own personal use. So this is a 3 milliliter, this is a 2 milliliter, and this is about 1 milliliter or 0.5 milliliters depending, with my Lucky Scent samples. So I have my like Lucky Scent label right on there. And it's not perfect, but it works, and I like decanting my samples in these 2 milliliter sprayers because they usually come in these little dabbers, which if you know, you know, we don't like these. We don't like these. They are just so difficult to get open. You can end up, once again, losing most of the juice. You know, your entire decant can just go flying from just the difficulty of opening these things. So, plus, dabbers honestly don't really tell you 100% how the perfume is going to perform, because again, you're just dabbing it onto your skin rather than spraying it on. So anyways, I love Lucky Scent. I also, let me just put it right here because I don't want to make too much noise. I love Lucky Scent. I love Ministry of Scent as well for buying perfume samples. And let me show you a Ministry of Scent sample. They look like this. So you get 2 milliliters, which is really good. And it's a sprayer. So, love them. Okay. So, as I was saying, I ended up getting these because they're glass. I also got these off of Amazon, and they twist on and off. There's a thread, as you can see, and so when you pop off the lid, you could be really secure that everything isn't going to come with the lid. So I love that aspect. However, these have a fishy smell, which I despise. And, you know, for personal use, it's okay. But if I'm sending this to a friend, I don't want the scent to be overtaken by a fishy smell. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a bummer. And typically what I do when that happens is I will go in with alcohol and a cotton pad like this one. This is from Shiseido, and I will try to wipe down, clean the decant as much as possible to counteract the fishy smell. But you know, it's kind of like within the plastic. I honestly don't know, but it's very hard to get the fishy smell out. Alcohol helps, but it doesn't completely eliminate it from my experience. So those are some things that I typically use. Now, I did come across these decants, also Amazon. They are slightly more expensive, I will say that. However, these are so much nicer. So they are pretty much the same thing. They have a thread, they twist on and off, so you have that sense of security, and you have, your atomizer. Love the gold cap. I think it just makes it much more luxurious. So I love that. The fishiness, I don't actually smell anything on this one, so let's see. I would say that these are pretty good. So these are the ones that I will be using. And these are 2 milliliters. So again, I got these off of Amazon. So we are going to be decanting 10 perfumes today. And I got a bunch. Now, if these had a fishy smell, I would have cleaned them with alcohol. But these are pretty darn good. So I'm excited. Okay. I like to inspect, and if one of them is wonky, then it's not going to work for me. The cap is kind of loose on this one, so I'm going to grab another one. And that happens, you know, you'll have 1 or 2 that are kind of off. Not a big deal. Okay. So, also, I'm going to be adding some of these to her package. So these are perfume test strips. So just to add to the experience, so she can spray them onto the paper before she sprays them onto herself. And I will be labeling these as well, but since that's my kitty, okay, I had to let Mr. Neptune out. So since I am filming on my phone, I won't be able to use my label right now, but I will be adding labels to these. Okay, so I'm going to move these off to the side, and let's talk about some scents. And the ones that right off the bat I know I will be decanting. So let's start off with my signature scents. I want to send her some decants of the perfumes that I wear the most. Starting with this one here. This is Blanche Bete from Liquid Imagineers. The lid is quite interesting because you're actually meant to spray some of your perfume into the little divots within the lid. You can see that there's quite a dip, and then you light the perfume, and it kind of serves as like a diffuser, and it fills the room with the scent of Blanche Bete. Now, Blanche Bete went absolutely viral on TikTok for good reason, and it is a scent that when I tried it, honestly, I became so overwhelmed with emotion. It's part nostalgia, but part smelling something that just feels like you. And so I instantly knew that, like, I had found my perfume, like the perfume. So Blanche Bete is a tonic scent. It is a white floral. I believe that there is tuberose, jasmine, perhaps mahonial, which is another white floral. There isn't coconut listed in here, but it does have, because of the tonic quality in this, it does smell quite coconutty in a way that I enjoy, because I don't really like coconutty scents all too much. It could be quite tonic, like too milky for some, but this is just quite alluring. It's addicting. It leaves the ultimate scent trail. I find that this is so comforting for bedtime, but yet there's something really sexy about it as well. So this could be a great date night scent. It's just a scent that really is great for any occasion. I love it. So this is one of my signature scents, because, you know, as a fragrance lover, it's really hard to hone into just one scent, you know. Can't really be too loyal when you love scents so much. Okay, so I'm just going to spray this into my 2 milliliter, and it's a pretty easy procedure. I know some would say that you might lose the top notes, but a lot of us do it this way in the perfume community. So you can see the juice is quite golden, just kind of funny. So I'm showing you guys, but you just make sure to get it in the hole. So there you have it. I don't fill it up all the way just because I don't want it overflowing. So there you go. That's Blanche Bete. Next up, we are going to do my other signature scent. This is from Ex Nihilo, and this is Sweet Morphine. Look at the juice on this one. It's quite rich. I know she's going to be like, oh wow, you really like your perfumes quite powdery. This is a powder bomb, and I find that this does have like vintage qualities. It has pretty much all of the florals that I really love. There's mimosa, there's heliotrope, all of the powder bombs. I believe there's iris in here as well, and even though there is no cherry listed in this perfume, it does smell like cherries, and I believe it's because of the heliotrope. So this is like a purple floral balm with some yellow florals as well. And not to like deter anybody from trying this, but you know, some say that this smells like cherry cough syrup. I personally do not get that, but someone might, okay? Someone might. And I'm interested to see what Auntie Angel has to say about this. And if she hates my signature perfumes, that's okay. But if we ever meet, now she has been warned as to how I smell. Ex Nihilo Sweet Morphine. What a name, right? What a name. Okay, so we have Sweet Morphine. I have to put them next to their perfumes because I can't do the labels quite yet. I love the lid. Look at that blue. Yeah. This also, I believe, has some vanilla in it as well. Next up, my other signature scent. This is from Mind Games, and this is Castling. This is meant to look like a chess piece. I love fig. This is my favorite fig. And it is dreamy and creamy. It has a beautiful ambergris base. So it's slightly salty as ambergris usually is. It smells almost aquatic in a way, and also coconutty. It's just also quite addicting. Love this all year round, but I really love this during the summer. It also has this kind of cucumbery vibe as well. Like when you first spray this, there is this undeniable freshness, almost green-like, like a cucumber. But then you get the muskiness. I believe there's some sandalwood in here as well. It's just delicious. It's delicious, and I need her to try this. I don't know if she's ever tried fig. But this is so magical. Okay. Mind Games Castling. These are like the easy ones that like I knew I was gonna send her, because again I want her to get like a little piece of me with these scents that I pick out. Okay, so those are my 3 signatures. Now we'll do houses in just a moment, but I wanted to share my favorite floral of all time. Okay. In general, it's Mimosa. That's my favorite flower. My favorite flower to wear. And I have several mimosas because I'm kind of on a mimosa journey where I want to own every mimosa perfume. I know that's not quite possible, but I do. And Sweet Morphine would be one of them because there is Mimosa, but I mainly mean like solo Fleurs, meaning it's mainly a Mimosa scent. So I thought, okay, which one is going to represent Mimosa? And I was going to choose a more modern one. I have Latte Mimosa from New Notes. I also have one from Chloe. I have a couple because again, like that's my jam. But I had to go with an old school mimosa, you know. This is the mimosa that walked so the others could run. You know what I mean? This is the EDT version and this is the EDP version. So we are talking about a Guerlain, a classique. And this is Champs Elysees. This is the EDT. They call this the shoulder pad bottle because of its broad, wide shape at the top, which I love. It kind of looks like a woman, possibly in the 90s, wearing a suit, a very chic suit, and she is rocking shoulder pads as she would during this time. And you know, it tapers at the bottom. So I love this bottle. They have since changed the bottle. It's not in the pea bottle, but it is in I'm not quite sure what those are called, but like it's in the bottle that's similar to La Petite Robe Noire. If you know, you know. I don't really like those bottles. They're okay, but I much prefer the old stuff. So this is the older formulation, even though I will say they didn't really change the formula all too much, which is great because it was already great. Like there really did not need to be any changing. So this is the EDP, and I'm obsessed with this bottle. It looks like a shaker that you would have at your bar, like a cocktail shaker. And okay, there's the top. So you actually twist this tight so it doesn't go anywhere, but you can open this up because this is meant to be refillable. So this is the bottle of Eau de Parfum. And we're actually going to go with the Eau de Parfum. This is just a much more, some say that this is a little more smoother than the EDT. I honestly love them both. EDT is more brighter, more uplifting, a little more fresher, I guess, whereas the EDP is much more smoother. So we are going to go with the EDP. But yes, this is Mimosa. I love Mimosa. It is a yellow floral. What I love about Mimosa is just how happy of a floral this is. It really represents its color very well because yellow is just sunny, happy, and just very like cheeky color. And Mimosa is just that. Like it's a smile. And Mimosa is quite powdery, and it's quite tactile as well because Mimosa is a very, it looks like a little pom-pom, a yellow pom-pom, and it's very fuzzy. The scent itself is also quite fuzzy, so it almost feels like tactile, tangible. Oh, I love it. I can smell it already. It's so good. You have to like powdery scents. But I think that this represents Mimosa the best, truly. As I would say that this is pretty much a solar floor. But it has a vanillic dry down. It's just magical. It's quite a sparkling scent. And yeah, if I could choose one flower to represent me, it would be Mimosa. And if I could only have one floral in my perfume collection, it would be Mimosa. And that's saying a lot because I love all my florals. So we have 4 so far. Okay, so let's move this one off to the side. Guerlain is also just like a beautiful house. Like their stuff is very classically made, very well blended. Honestly, cannot go wrong with Guerlain, and I feel like their older stuff really holds up. You know, stands the test of time. Okay, so let's talk about some houses that I love. First one being Liis. Okay. So this is the house of Liis. I love this house so very much. I would even categorize these fragrances also as some of my signature scents because these are like my daily wears. These are easy reaches. I know that I'm always going to smell good no matter the occasion. These are compliment getters if that is something that holds value to you when purchasing a perfume. These are inoffensive, great for the workplace, and I love the bottles. They're very simplistic yet memorable, super chic. These are definitely like clean girl coated, but yeah, these are my favorites within the line, but all of them are amazing. If you were into gourmands, then I would say Chou Chou is your best bet. It's a very soft gourmand. They have a beautiful tea scent called Ethereal Wave, a beautiful musky scent if you're into like Glossy You called Studied, but these are my favorites. So we have Rose Struck, which of course is their rose scent. This is an interesting rose because it has this beautiful tangy tartness from a tangerine note, and this also has matcha tea. So it still has a little bit of that tea action going on. So the matcha gives a slight bitter green accord to this, and the rose is quite fresh. This is a rose for a rose hater, so I love. I also love this one as well. This is Floating. This was actually a contender for my soon-to-be sister-in-law for her wedding. This is Peach and Clean Linens with Sequoia Wood. So you literally get all of that in this fragrance. This is probably my favorite out of the four, and the one that I reach for the most. There's just something so special about this, and I love that clean linen accord. It's so good. Okay, this next one is In This World, and I'm actually wearing this today. This is Sage. I believe there's also lavender in here as well. It's slightly aromatic. There's fig in here, and you know I love my fig. It's juicy, aromatic, fresh, green, a little bit of everything. This is a great unisex scent as well. It's amazing. I love this as a scent to wear when I need to feel a bit calm. So this is a great grounding scent for me. This is Lucian. This is a great marine scent. So this has like a salty marine accord. This has magnolia. It has pitaya in it as well. So it has a little bit of like a tropical fruitiness. This is almost mouth-watering whenever I smell it. It's so beautiful. If you're looking for a good summer marine scent that doesn't smell overly aquatic, this is great. And I love magnolia because it's this beautiful white citrus floral, and you get a lot of that in here. So which one am I going to have her try? I think we're gonna go with Floating because, again, it's the one that I wear the most, and with the powdery scents, I think that this is going to be like a good switch up. You know, it's quite clean. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, so let's go ahead. Spray this into the decant. My heater went off, so I had to hit pause. Okay, so we have Floating. So we have the House of Liis, another house that I really, really adore is Regime de Fleurs. This is probably my #1 favorite house because I love my florals so very much, and they do florals in such a way that is so unique. It's both modern and vintage. The bottles are just stunning. So, I love the shape of their bottles, how one side is flat and then it's rounded. I love the label. It looks like a shield, like a crest, and the bauble as a top with the different colors. Like, what? It's so pretty. Okay, so let's break down each one of these scents. So this one here is Jade Vines. Jade Vines is going to be your gardenia and your tuberose. This does have a yuzu flower note as well, and a little bit of some zingy ginger, which gives a little bit of spice, a little bit of zest, a little bit of zip. I love this one so much. This again has that like 90s vintage quality. Maybe it's the gardenia, I'm not quite sure. The ginger in here kind of reminds me of Twilly from Hermes. So this could be contender. I don't know. Let's see. Next up we have Himitsu. This is now changed to Himitsu Violets, and this is suede and violet. It's very smooth. It has this hard candy violet note, like if there was ever a violet flavored Jolly Rancher, this is what it would smell like. This is so beautiful, stunning, beautiful violet. This is a lilac scent. It is called Tears because it is quite melancholic. There is a sadness to this. It's quite pensive, a little serious. And this is quite an animalic lilac because there is ambergris in here, which can lean a bit animalic. This one has been signed, which is really nice, by the perfumer. But yeah, this was my first, I believe, yeah, my first Perfume de Fleur. So this definitely holds a special place in my heart, even though it's my first. It's not my favorite, but I do really love it. Then we have Glass Blooms. This is your musky, clean scent. This is peony. It has a note of grapes. Yes, grapes. Slightly soapy. And the name really evokes what this smells like. The grapes in here smell frozen. Like there's something quite icy and cold about this scent. Yeah, I love it so very much. Next up we have another rose for the rose haters. This also has a citrusy top note. I believe it's pomelo, whereas Rose Struck has tangerine. This has pomelo, and this has Palo Santo as well. It's just really, really special. Great wedding scent. Actually, this is like the trifecta for just wedding perfumes in general. Like, I could see the bride wearing a little flower, the maid of honor wearing glass blooms, the mother of the groom wearing tears, the mother of the bride wearing jade vines, the bridesmaids wearing himitsu, and then we have the flower girl wearing crushed fruits. Crushed fruits is just impeccable. So this is like plum, pineapple. There's also raspberry as well. That's what really makes it juicy. The plum and the pineapple give it a tartness. And then we have rosehip and we have orris. Orris makes it powdery, and I think that's what makes this so different than a lot of other fruity scents, because this is like muddled fruits. So we have a bowl of muddled fruits, and then you sprinkle sugar on top, but we also have like the orris just hugging the muddled fruits in a very unexpected way. So it's like a fruity scent but still perfumey because of the floral notes in here. So it's not overly sweet, and there's still something quite sophisticated about this. It's still quite like shampoo-y though at the same time. So like this glass blooms is soapy, this is shampoo-y, and there is a difference. I think I'm gonna go with this one just to add some fruitiness, even though Floating has the peachy note. I really love this so much. It's so unique, and I'm curious to see what Auntie Angel has to say about this. I'm gonna put Floating here. Forgot to leave that there. Okay, so we have Crushed Fruits by Regime de Fleur. There's also a bitter orange as well, and a base of amber. This is so good. I would say that because it's like shampoo-y, you spray it on and let it mingle first. Okay. So let me move my Regime de Fleurs. Besides crushed fruits, let's put crushed fruits over here with the decant. Don't want to mix it up. Next up, let's do one other house. This is more so like my favorite perfumer. Okay. So my favorite perfumer is Marissa Zappas. Marissa Zappas. And sadly, I did sell 2 of my bottles of Marissa Zappas. I wasn't using them as much. I had the older bottles, and I really just wanted to give them to a better home. I was going to love and appreciate them before the juice went bad. And it was Flaming Creature and Annabelle's Birthday Cake. I love them, but they just didn't 100% feel like me. Flaming Creature was a very smoky, incensey, like dirty jasmine. And then we had Annabelle's Birthday Cake, which is like a floral gourmand. And on my skin, it it always smelled like cola champagne, which I love cola champagne. I love drinking it, but I just don't want to smell like it. So I sold them. So these are the 3 that I have. I do have a perfume oil as well, but you know, it's harder to decant perfume oils. So the 3 bottles that I have here is Lilac Dream, which is now called Dream Sequence, and they have since reformulated it. So this is slightly different than what she has to offer now. We also have Maggie, The Cat is Alive, I'm Alive, and we have Petrichor. So we have Lilac Dream, which is of course a lilac scent. This is a lilac scent with a beautiful tonka bean note, and a lot of people say that this smells like a Disney princess, so I love that. This is Maggie, The Cat is Alive, I'm Alive. This is very much modern vintage. It smells like champagne. I believe there's peach in here. There is a like a sunlight accord. So it's meant to smell solar, and I believe there's orris in here. I love how she does her orris and iris in her fragrances. This is very invigorating as champagne is, so it's like fizzy and warm. This feels very elegant. It almost feels like silk in a way, or like as if someone's wearing a silk dress, and pearls. It's so beautiful. And then we have Petrichor. Look at that bottle. This is the smell before and after it rains. This is rain in the city, so it smells more like rain hitting pavement than rain hitting grass. So it's not really a green petrichor scent, but it smells very much like Immortelle. It has this like mapley quality that Immortelle has. It's so interesting because this is a very artistic approach to petrichor. You get the elements of it, but it's done in such a way that you wouldn't have even thought of. So I really quite like this. And decisions. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I know that Auntie Angel loves tonka bean, so I feel like I should go with tonka, with the lilac and tonka. But again, this is a scent that no longer exists. But I think I'm gonna go with this one. Lilac is such an interesting note, and it's not really used that much in modern perfumery, so. I really like the tonka in here because, you know, lilac can be, again, very like sad and melancholic, but with the tonka it warms it up, so makes it much more happy. So that is a Lilac Dream, which is now Dream Sequence. I believe that Dream Sequence is a bit more earthier, which I believe that there is earthy elements to this one as well, but it's slightly more gourmand than what she has now. Okay, so let's see, we have 3 more to do, and let's go over some gourmands, shall we? So let's see, we have Orgasmo by Hilde Sliani. The bottle is very kitschy. I like how it's just, you know, stickers slapped on there. This is very almond forward. It smells like marzipan. It smells like almond paste. I personally love this. It's very nostalgic to me because it reminds me of an almond oil that my grandmother used to use. I believe she would purchase it off of Jafra, and it smells very, very similar. It's so good. So this is Orgasmo because it's supposed to be a experience. So that's one contender. Then we have Sniff Honey Sweet. And this is a honey scent. This has a yellow floral called Broom, which kind of reminds me of Immortelle a little bit. There's a lot of other things going on, but this is a beautiful honey scent, as the name would state, from Sniff, which is relatively inexpensive. I believe 41 mil, it's about $50 to $60. And yeah, this is like quite addicting. This is also a honey scent that isn't really overly sweet, which I love. Then we have from Danam. I have a couple of fragrances from Danam. This is just addicting. I know that I'm going to be decanting some of this to Auntie Angel, but this is a coffee scent, and it's very photorealistic, very robust coffee with a little bit of cream. It's so good. Then we have from Evanescence, this is Santal Basmati. This is a rice fragrance, so it's like sandalwood and basmati rice. Sounds simple enough, but it is highly addicting, very realistic, very, very yummy. Then this is also quite TikTok famous. This is Match Made in Heaven, and this is a gorgeous vanilla scent. This is matcha, vanilla soft serve, waffle cone, cherry blossom, almond, sandalwood, all of the good stuff, and I think I will be decanting some of that. So for sure we're gonna do Match Made in Heaven, and we're gonna do Vietnamese coffee. I'm not quite sure about these yet. We have Friday. This isn't really a gourmand, but I do have this in the bunch because it's just quite a happy scent, and I really love Ariel Shoshana. I also love their bottles. This is sweet pea, honeysuckle, very like soft, innocent florals with very bright citruses. I believe there's neroli. It's very neroli heavy, so I would be surprised if there was no neroli, but it actually smells like these colors that you see. Very bright and happy. Then we have Delta of Venus from Eris. And this is a beautiful guava scent. This is like a fruity, very sophisticated fruity scent, similar to crushed fruits. It's a grown-up guava. I love. I'm Puerto Rican, so I really love guava, and this takes me back for sure. But the sandalwood really just like grounds the scent, so it's not, again, overly sweet. Then we have Byredo Animalique. Oh my gosh. This is Mimosa, Suede. What else is in here? Saffron, possibly. Oh, okay, this is addicting. So good. I love this so much. This is probably one of my signatures as well. Yeah. And Ooh La La. This is like the summery version of Ooh La La from Deo Cabanel. Deo Cabanel is another house that I really, really adore. And this is like hazelnuts. I believe there's also a leather note in here as well. Saffron. Oh my goodness. Addicting, addicting. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to choose which one out of these two I'll be decanting. And I really want her to try Warm Bulb. Oh, okay, this is a challenging scent. It smells like a dusty light bulb in all of its glory. And I just have to see her reaction to this. Some people have actually cried once they smelled this because it was that nostalgic to them, and it reminded them of like their grandfather's study. And I mean, perfume can take you places. So I'm gonna set these off to the side because for sure we're gonna go with these. Okay, so let's start with Match Made in Heaven, because of course we just have to do a vanilla. I know she likes her Gourmand, so this is so beloved. Okay, so Match Made in Heaven. I always want to say matcha. So Match Made in Heaven. Did I tell you who this is from? Oh my gosh, I didn't. This is from Source. Okay. Then we are gonna go with Vietnamese coffee. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this. This is definitely in my top 10. Wonky sprayer, but that's okay. They have since changed their packaging. I've decanted this for other people before, and it's always a struggle. Bottle is not happy with me. It's not happy with me. And I'm not done, so work with me. It's between Byredo and Ooh La La from Decanting. I feel like she might appreciate the hazelnut note, so let's go with that. I think there's tonka in here as well. Gotta go with the delicious. Okay, so that is Ooh La La. So let me actually put that over here. And we also need to go ahead and put Vietnamese coffee over here, so I don't mix any of those up. And then we're going to do one last one, which is going to be warm bulb. This is from Clue. And this is just so unique. Okay. This also has a lot of vanilla as well, but it's kind of like an aged vanilla. Warm bulb. Okay. Now, even though this is a challenging scent, this is a great one for the fall. It smells like, again, it smells like static. It smells like dust, but there is a comforting presence to this as well. It's like aged paper. I don't know. There's something that just keeps you wanting more, to be honest. So, oh, actually, I'm gonna put this over here. So, I have prepared my decants. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Guys. We're also going to do an unboxing. Auntie Angel sent me a beautiful package. And I must admit, she sent this a while back ago. But again, it's been a very crazy time for me. And I really wanted to open this in a place where my mind wasn't clouded with so many other things, and I really wanted to present this on camera, and I wanted to do it in a way that would represent her, and I wanted to do something special for her as well, as she's just so very important. But she is one of the most generous people in this community. She's always gifting her friends with so many things, and not just the tangible, not just the material things, but she sends these packages with so much love and adoration for her community and fellow ASMR artists, creators. You can really just feel it. So I just want to say thank you so much, Auntie Angel, Sweet Kimmy. It's in my favorite color, blue. And look at this bow. It says, "Just for you. Just for you." Hey, Sarai, just a little care package for you. Hope it makes you smile. I included some crafts all for your daughters. Lots of love, Kim. Kim. My sweet Kimmy. My sweet Kimmy. Oh. I love her stickers with her affirmations. I'm so glad you were born. If you know Auntie Angel, that's her saying. I love it so much because, again, it just warms your heart. It makes you feel special. It makes you feel seen, heard. Pop Mask, bringing the spa to where you are. Glow Getter, the world's kindest steam face mask. Oh, this is a steam mask. Hydration, absorption of skincare circulation. Warms up in 30 seconds. Oh, I love this. Self-warming steam masks. This must be like excellent on your pores. This is so funny. Okay, so I do customs now, right? And I don't really do this trigger all too often, and I don't really have matchsticks. So I purchased matchsticks on Amazon and they canceled my order. Hold on. I hear music. I don't know. But so they canceled my order, unfortunately. So I didn't get my matchsticks. So I went to TJ Maxx. They didn't have any. We went to Michael's thinking maybe they had like the longer matchsticks or I don't know, something. And we looked everywhere, didn't see anything, so we asked one of the workers there and they looked at us crazy. They were like, no, we don't have matchsticks. And I don't know what they were thinking. They could be thinking anything. Oh, I wanted matchsticks. So we're like, okay. We went to the Dollar Tree and they had some like janky matchsticks. But look, now I have matchsticks. And I'm actually gonna do this custom tomorrow. So now I can use Auntie Angel's matchsticks, and it actually has the, I don't know what you would call it, the activator. But there's not just one. There's two. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Auntie Angel's gonna be like, well, you should have opened the package a long time ago. Then you would have known you had matchsticks all along. Silly goose. Silly goose. Oh, I love this. I like my coffee icy and my books spicy. How'd you know? I'm not into romance novels, but a little spice, a little drama, spicy drama. I love. That's too cute. Oh, this is so cute. We have a keychain. From the sticker shop. this is everything. It's like a little, kind of looks like an Hermes, right? Like a briefcase kind of purse. That's too cute. That's gonna go with my brown Labubu. Okay. Gucci. Gucci blue. That's actually pretty beautiful, like tuberose gardenia scent. Sunny's purse, another purse. Some Converses. Are these also Gucci? Interesting. Okay, so that's Gucci. Is that Prada? Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, that's Louis Vuitton. Oh no, she did it. Look. This is too cute. I'm putting this on one of my cups, my tumblers for my iced coffee. What? We have bigger stickers of all of these. The Louis Vuitton bag. That is too cute. And these are like good quality. Obsessed. Oh my gosh. This is too cute. These are so sparkly, so bedazzling. I would use this as a keychain, but I'm sure you can use this for many things. You could attach it to many, many, many things. I could probably even attach this to my phone. This is too cute. You guys know I love my jewelry. My mom's gonna freak out. She's gonna freak out. You guys know my mom loves her pens, and she loves making DIY pens. And Auntie Angel has some DIY pens too. These are too cute. I love the spacers and I love pearls. They look like little raspberries. And I love this daisy. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to give one to my mom. But I also know that my daughters would want one as well. Decisions. Oh, this is cute. Yes, this is for the phone. This is for the phone. This is from Casemate, guys. And this is heavy. This is Howlite. Obsessed. I love this stone too. How gorgeous is this? I hope the mic picks up the sounds good. these are the crafts that she was talking about. And this isn't just no simple craft. This is bougie. Okay, so this is the Wooden Bloom craft. Spend some time for love and flowers to indulge in a cozy and leisurely life. I love this. So I'm gonna give one to Luna. They're actually both different, so I'll have to decide who gets who. This is the pink. Yeah, this is the pink carnation. This is too cute. Oh, they're gonna love this. And this is perfect because it's summer and it's like bored in the house, bored. 24/7. Look at the details. Look at the details. Okay, so we have this one. And then we have the pink rose, a chance encounter between flowers and love. So cute. Look at the details. Obsessed. They're gonna love this. We're gonna do this tomorrow. And I guess you scan it to watch the instructions. Robotime.com. That is too darling. And then we have all the fun crinkles. And we have some stars. Because you guys are all stars. Thank you so much, Auntie Angel. I feel like you know me so well. You also know my daughters so well because they are going to flip out. They are going to be obsessed with that. We love crafts in this house. And my girls, well, especially Nadina, she's artsy fartsy. Okay, so we're gonna dive into those crafts tomorrow. And I love those sort of things because the phones, all the devices, they shut off, and that's when conversations happen and memories are made. And yeah, I love it. So once again, thank you so much. I love everything, and I can't wait to send these out to you and hear all your thoughts. You can be super honest. Okay, my sweet friend. Well, thank you. And my apologies for taking an eternity to open this. I can't with my own self. This was a much longer video, but I hope this was fun. I would like to show you my entire perfume collection. At one point, I have sold about 60% of my perfume collection, and I'm really just trying to curate my collection much more. And I really want my collection to really reflect me and what I love, and not necessarily like the trends and the newest launches, even though, you know, getting a new launch is always fun. But there's always other ways to try new fragrances, such as samples, which I do all the time. Also, discovery sets is also another great way to save some money and try new houses and new fragrances. So maybe I could do a separate video on all of that as well. But until next time, my friends, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm going to go ahead and label these. I have a box ready to go as well. And yeah, like, this is always so fun. I would love to do like perfume consultations on Patreon. I talked about a perfume club where we could like focus on one note or one house, and I could send 2 or 1 milliliter samples to everyone, and maybe make it, it would have to be a small group, like maybe 5, and we could chat. But yeah, I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for spending time with me today, and as always, love you to the moon